What's up, everyone? Welcome to Among the Fence, my YouTube channel where I do music reviews. My name is Aaron, and if it's your first time seeing one of my videos, I'd like to welcome you to my channel where we just chill and talk about all the things that we love or hate. And if you have anything you want me to check out, new, old, album, EP, single, whatever, leave a comment below letting me know what it is, and I'll make it happen for you. And also, if you enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a like. For some reason, YouTube doesn't like to notify people of a video that they release. Even if you're subscribed, and click the bell icon to get notified. If you watch a video from that person and you don't interact with it by liking it or commenting on it, they'll just assume you don't want to see that stuff. So they will quit showing it to you. So if you want to continue to see my videos, please consider liking this. And if you're not yet subscribed and ring the bell icon, of course, always do that. And today it is time for New Music Friday. I'm going to be taking a look at some of the upcoming albums and singles coming out throughout the week of March 31st. I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on what I think we can expect from some of these. And as always, just my opinion. None of these are actually mean anything, I guess you could say. This is more of just an announcement thing and letting you guys know what I think and what I'm probably going to be reviewing. So yeah, let's jump into some new albums. Bury Tomorrow is releasing their newest album, The Seventh Son. I feel like this is fixing to be one of the top albums of the year. They lost their clean vocalist, which might be a good thing. I feel like he was kind of polarizing. People either really love the clean vocals or they really didn't. For me, I enjoyed them quite a bit, but I'm also appreciating what I've been hearing on the singles without him. They might lose some fans because of it, because if you really love him, there's not anything really similar to his vocal style, but I feel like it might also make it easier for them to gain new fans and get more of like a mainstream attention for sure because of it. But I mean, again, I don't know, I could be wrong, because it was actually something that made the band quite unique, and it was something that I enjoyed a lot from them. But I don't know, the singles they've been releasing have been straight up fire, and I've been enjoying them a lot. City and Color is releasing a new album titled The Love Still Held Me Near. I know that you guys are like, I thought this was a metal channel, you know, what's going on, you know. But this is the folk project by Dallas Green, who is the vocalist, rhythm guitar player, and one of the songwriters for Alexis on Fire. So I feel like this still kind of counts, all right? I feel like it's still kind of in there. And like I said, I know I mostly review like metal subgenres, but I, myself, much like you and a lot of other people, believe it or not, we listen to a lot of other music, and this is fantastic. This is some of the best folk music I've heard. It sounds so freaking good. It's kind of more of like singer-songwriter kind of stuff. As far as like folk albums go, I feel like this is going to be like a 9 out of 10. I'm not going to do a review on it, so don't be afraid, don't worry. But if you're into like other styles of music, something a little bit more laid back, a little bit more relaxed, definitely check this out, because this is going to be a heater of the album for sure. Currents is releasing a new single titled So Alone. This is another band that's at the top of their game right now, and I didn't dislike the way it ends, but to me it was really underwhelming. The singles they're just okay. I was hoping for a little bit more of something within the album itself, and it just wasn't really there. It was definitely underwhelming compared to The Place I Feel Safest, but I will admit I liked it a lot more than I Let the Devil In. And I feel like they're kind of going back to the more creative writing style that they had when the band first started releasing albums, and I like that quite a bit. They're going a little bit heavier in this, it sounds like. The clean vocals are still there, and they do have that uniqueness to them, much like Bury Tomorrow. But again, that's something that people are just in love with, especially in Currents, and I can't agree more. They're fantastic, and I look forward to this. I feel like it's going to be just another progression to how great this album is going to be, because the singles are turning out to be really good. We also have a single from like Moths to Flames titled Predestination Paradox. It's been 2 years since this band has released one of the best metalcore EPs that I absolutely fell in love with. I probably listened to this EP more than I listened to any of the albums that they've come out with. They're just so underrated as far as metalcore bands go, and they do have that traditional metalcore sound, which is something that I feel like a lot of people have kind of moved away from. They've kind of gone more towards the mainstream, like Architects, like Fit for a King kind of style, as opposed to like that old school Bleed From Within kind of sound, I guess you could say. And I feel like this sound is going to make a comeback. I feel like the heavy, aggressive, the heavy riff that actually has a lot of technicality to it is going to start coming back. And I feel like bands like this are going to start shining a lot more. And I feel like Moths to the Flame is going to be one of those bands that just randomly blows up one day because they don't have nearly as much attention as I feel like they deserve. After the Burial's releasing 2 singles this week, titled Death Keeps Us From Living and Nothing Gold. This is one of my favorite bands, but also, I gotta admit, they always kind of sound the same. They always have that genty goodness to them, just heavy 8-string palm muted guitar with the vocals that are really snappy, and the lead stuff that always kind of, again, sounds a little bit the same. It all sounds great to me. I absolutely love it. But honestly, I don't expect anything too different from them, even though they've had a little bit of time to write stuff. I mean, it's been a minute since we got any music from them, so I expect it to be great, but also nothing like revolutionary for the band. We also have a new single from Shadow of Intent titled The Migrant, and while people were still drooling over Lorna Shore, I'm still head over heels for Shadow of Intent. Their last album, Eulogy, wasn't quite as good as Melancholy for me. Melancholy was the first exposure I had to the band, so I feel like that's why it probably hits harder. And I don't know. This is probably the most highest anticipated piece of music for me, other than August Burns Red. I still fangirl over this band so hard, and I don't think it'll ever stop. Ben Durr is a fantastic vocalist. Their music is great. It'll never be old to me. We get a new single from Cattle Decapitation titled Scourge of the Offspring. This is another band that I feel like they've been kind of doing the same thing for a very long time, musically and lyrically. Every time I did a review on Death Atlas, and it was just the same thing that they've been singing about for so long, and I just couldn't get into it. But I feel like they're changing. I feel like they're implementing new stuff in their music while still holding on to their core sound, and honestly, it's working. I'm been really digging it. For the first time in a very long time, I am actually looking forward to a Cattle Decapitation song, which is, I feel like it's kind of huge to say, because I don't even really care about this band that much. Because of that, I've just gotten kind of bored with them. But yeah, I feel like this is going to be a good single from them. We also have a new single from Boundaries titled Bedlam. This is a band that I feel like has been growing really quick. I discovered them a few years ago when somebody asked me to do a review on one of their singles. They're another kind of just straightforward metalcore band, but I feel like what sets them apart is their songwriting, their riffs, and just the simplicity to them. But also, even though riffs are simple, just overall sound, the dissonance they use, and the harmonics, the harmonies, and just everything, melodies they use. It's just something that you don't hear in everyday metalcore. And again, while I feel like a lot of people have migrated to more of a mainstream kind of sound that gets more attention, more radio play, and bigger fans, I feel like bands like this that are sticking to that just straight up core metal sound, I feel like bands like this are going to make a bigger comeback. And again, it's going to start with these guys who are growing steadily, not by huge numbers, but they're definitely getting there. And I'm looking forward to this song a lot too. And that is it for New Music Friday. As always, if there's anything that I missed out that you guys are looking forward to, please leave a comment below letting me know what it is so I could check it out. Also, let me know what you want me to review next. If you want to help support me and my channel, please consider giving this video a like or a dislike if you didn't like it. And if you want to continue to see more, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell icon as well, especially if you leave a request. That way you don't miss out on your request or review. And I appreciate you guys just so much for taking time out of your day to listen to me talk about music. And for those of you that keep coming back, thank you so much. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night whenever you haven't been watching this. And I will talk to you guys next time. I was